Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another video today. Today we will be getting a channeled message for the collective. This is a general read. Making my way back to you, babe. Let it get away. This morning I was listening to my music app I like to, and that Kate Bush song came on, that Running Up That Hill. I had a friend who used to listen to that album a lot, and when I was in high school I never really listened to it too much, but I remember that song, and then when it became popular again I was like, oh yeah, look at him. Look at him with the nostalgia. Look at him go, figuring out the nostalgia, right? Thank you so much, Holy Spirit. Can we get a message for the collective, Holy Spirit? I would like to know what messages Holy Spirit has for the collective today. Thank you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. The Knight of Wands. Okay, this is about action. This is decisive action. I'm getting decisive action off of this card. Okay, collective. Holy Spirit would like for you to know about some decisive action. This might be a message to you that would be confirmation on something. If you were wondering whether to take action or not, Holy Spirit is saying yes, and to take decisive action as well. This could also be in reference to someone or an energy external to you taking decisive action toward you, right, collective? Take it how it resonates. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit. What can we know about this Knight of Wands? Holy Spirit, what can we know about this Knight of Wands? Making my way back to you, babe. Okay, so this Knight of Wands is making their way back to you, collective, with a burning love inside. Thank you. Seven of Cups. Ooh, they're on the road. They're on the road again. Okay. I don't know why I get such a kick out of the lyrics that pop up. Like, I just feel like I'm channeling Bumblebee. It cracks me up. On the road, though, with the Seven of Cups. Okay, how does that reference to on the road again? Like the snake oil salesman? On the road with your snake oil salesman wares? A what? King of Wands. No, wait, Knight of Wands. That's right. It's a Knight of Wands. It's a willy-nilly Knight of Wands, you guys. Oh, the Eight of Wands. This is about decisive action and deeds. Messages incoming. I said deeds. Someone could be named Deeds. Someone could like that movie, Mr. Deeds. Okay, thank you. Messages incoming and incoming quick. Decisive actions incoming and incoming quick. They're making their way back to you, babe. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And that's who's showing up. Look at that. Well, will you look at that? I'm shocked and surprised. Just kidding. Queen of Wands and the Devil. Okay. So collective, this could have something to do with someone with ill intent. Okay. This could be some plot afoot involving snake oil salesmen and illusions, trickery. The Devil is there, of course. What kind of snake oil salesman party do you think this is? Without the devil. All right, everybody in their place. Oh, and this one too, that's right. Oh, the Ace of Swords. This fell out before all of the others. This was the one that laid there face down without anybody looking at it until I picked it up. And it is the Ace of Swords. And it is The truth handed down from on high, gripped by the blade, unafraid, right? Thank you so much. We will just put that front and center over everybody. Nothing can hide itself from the truth. The truth of light, enlightenment, clarity, true discernment. Speaking of decisive actions and all, discernment over these decisive actions, discernment over these quick incoming messages, decisive discernment, right? You're able to discern through trickery and illusions. You're able to discern the devil's tricks for the devil's tricks that they are. You're able to discern this because either collective, you are sitting in Queen of Wands energies and you are spiritually protected. You are spiritually inclined. You could be some sort of a practitioner and you have clarity. And you are gripping it by the blade, unafraid. Those who would come in willy-nilly with ill intent, with trickery and illusions should recognize. They should recognize, if you ask me. Honey Boo Boo would agree. Page of Swords, this again is the Sword of Truth in its infancy. We do have the Sword of Truth showing up in all forms, and I love that. We begin with truths most recently shed, and those truths most recently shed might have something to do with imprisonment. And that truth most recently shed light on other truths, correct? Leading all the way back, breadcrumbing themselves to the origin point of truth in its infancy, in whatever it is that anybody that wanted to look into could get to the bottom by following the breadcrumbs, because they're there, right? The birds didn't eat them. They're there. The Eight of Swords, however, this is about imprisonment, mental entrapment, or otherwise. This could be speaking of actual imprisonment. This imprisonment was the first illustrious step that the Lord took in shedding light on situations that desperately needed light shed, because the devil was doing the devil's work in the dark. Light must be shed on the devil's work in the dark. This was brought about spiritually. Collective, I do feel these very positive, very passionate, driven energies coming off of this Queen of Wands here. Collective, I believe you could be sitting in Queen of Wands energies. Again, do not get hung up on gender. It is only the difference between the more passive energy and the more action-oriented energy, okay? High-held court position in the realm of spirituality. High-held court position in the realm of beauty, disposition. You would traditionally be alluring, collective. You would make beauty out of the world around you. You would be driven. We would be passionate about your endeavors, especially your spiritual endeavors. Queen of Wands in the upright is a leader, a visionary. Again, you could have some sort of practice. You are a visionary and you do lead with the truth. Okay, thank you. The Knight of Cups. We have our second knight showing up, collective. We have knights and we have a queen. These are not matches. These perhaps are energies being directed at you, or Holy Spirit wishes for you to just be aware of snake oil salesmen and, you know, willy-nilly behaviors versus, I see it, thank you, versus chivalric love. The Knight of Cups in the upright is all about the romantic ideal. This is the ideal boyfriend, the ideal offer. This is the down on one knee. This is the, they're not going to push you off of that ledge. This is the love of self as well. This is the step before the full realization of love of self, like nirvana or whatever. I don't know the terminology that well. You guys chime in, okay? The Knight of Cups in this read in this setting, coming after this Queen of Wands energy, clarifying itself. Thank you, Holy Spirit. As a positive energy, irregardless of the devil showing up, right? Spirituality includes devilish forces in tow, if necessary, perhaps. Sometimes with the combination of the devil, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and a lot of positivity around it, I get this sort of traveling, that sort of gypsy caravan sort of, but in the upright, okay? Not like some sort of trickery, thievery, illusion involved. This is like magic, something you find magical. This is a group of people you find magical. This is a person that you find magical. This is a person that you find deeply, deeply spiritual, or you understand on a spiritual level that the truth that resides within them has to do with their heritage, their culture. This can sometimes seem magical, and for that reason, the Seven of Cups sometimes gives off magic trick. It's a magic trick. You don't know what you're looking at. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Right? Like they have on the other cards represented the Seven of Cups, they have different things in the cups. One cup is shrouded, another cup has like a skull in it, another cup has like a snake in it and stuff. So they're all like, symbolic and representative. And it's like, which one do I choose? Which one do I choose? Which way do I go? What am I looking at here? What am I looking at? Is there some, was there something, what's in this drink? You know what I mean? Like, it just feels kind of like, it's a magic trick. It's like, if you go to see, what do they call those, illusionists? If you go to see an illusionist, it's like that feeling. The Queen of Wands, the Devil, Seven of Cups, with all of this positive energy, it's like, you don't know what you're looking at, but you like it. You don't know how you're feeling about it really, but the feeling is generally good. You have that discernment. They give that feeling to you, you give that feeling to them. There's this sort of camaraderie with the audience as well. They feed off of your positive energy. They are a reflection, the performer is a reflection of the audience's positive energy. Much the same as like I tap into energy, that is surrounding me or that is paying attention to me. If it's shared with me, I share with them. It is a shared thing. The door opens both ways, right? So this is on a very deep level, like a spiritual heritage thing. But collective, I also feel the Holy Spirit wishes to warn you of people's tricks, humanity, bad humans doing bad human things, okay? I don't really like to describe people as good or bad. I feel like people, are not the choices they make. That is not what makes a person a person. You're not only as good as the last mistake you made. That's not how I feel about humanity. I feel humanity is much more beautiful than that. So people can carry the devil in tow because the devil is useful. The devil plays his part, right? The Queen of Wands, you can look at it. It's all about perspective. You can look at the Queen of Wands from a healthy mindset and say, this person is confident. This person is beautiful. I would like to listen to this person some more. I like this person. It's a positive thing. If you are coming from an unhealthy mindset and you see someone who's confident and beautiful, but you feel you lack those things, you're probably going to be aggressive toward that person or project onto that person or do those bad things that we talked about, right? I feel like I'm not pretty, so I'm going to put that person down because I feel that person is pretty. I am projecting. I am being hateful. I am being whatever, right? Or I lack confidence, so I'm going to put that person down instead of recognize their confidence for what it is being confidence. Instead, I will say it is, showboating or it is ego or whatever. I will use trickery and illusion to actually tear this person down. Some people lose themselves in that hatred. Again, the love and the hate, it is the same emotion. It is all about perspective. It is all about the person who is experiencing it. Are they experiencing it from a healthy mindset or not? That will tell you everything you need to know right there and how to progress, individually. So if you approach people like that, some people would see the Queen of Wands as, a slut. Some people feel like the Queen of Wands card is a slutty card. Other people see the Queen of Wands as a confident person, a spiritually protected person. It's all about perspective, right? It's all about healthy mindset, if you ask me. Nobody's perfect, but I'd like to meet that nobody, I'll tell you what. Nine of Pentacles. This is about your independence, collective. You could be screaming from the rooftops your independence from external forces affecting you, your decision making, your ability to prosper here in the material. You could be, you know, standing up for yourself, right? Like, this is where I'm at. I am independent of such, fill in the blank, right? Or collective, this could be Holy Spirit wishing for you to know this is something you have on the horizon. If you do feel that you are dependent on something right now, whether that is a financial dependence on something, whether you are feeling indebted to something, or whether you feel codependent on something, a relationship, or, you know, a bad practice or whatever, Holy Spirit would like for you to know that you are going to come out of mental constraints about such things, and you're going to experience your independence here in the material. This could represent you, collective. You could be sitting in Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacle energies. Very independent, very self-sufficient. This is giving self-sufficient. This is giving boss lady, boss dude, you know. Boss man. Thank you. The Page of Cups. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups. It looks like the Knight of Cups might have come in at one point, collective, trying to offer a cup of love, chivalric or not. You might have, in turn, offered some sort of self-love. Like, okay, I see your cup of love, and I will raise you a cup of self-love. If you felt something other than nostalgia, right? These deep-seated feelings of nostalgia about love, collective. The Six of Cups. This is either referring to someone from your past, someone you have children with, perhaps an ex, someone from your family. This could be in reference to children or your childhood. Again, something to do with emotional fulfillment, self-love, self-realization, self-actualization, independence here in the material, spiritual protection, confidence, your demeanor, collective. Any of these things that were called into question, your reputation perhaps as a Queen of Wands, and people's perspective about it. This one. Thank you. Oh, two came out. Both of them. Page of Wands and Ten of Swords. This is the third page we have. In addition to the Six of Cups, this could be representative of a deep betrayal, suffered either in childhood or childhood wounding. The self-love journey, the spiritual journey, the progressing in independence, financially and spiritually here in the material, from anything that you would feel you needed to progress from after suffering betrayals. All of the youthful energies with the pages showing up speaks specifically to a situation of perhaps a previous union that resulted in fruits of the union. There's children abounding. This is either something in the future, and these are describing the children. There could be studious children. There could be excited, well-meaning children who look forward to, you know, taking life by the reins. There could be children who are highly spiritually bent. All of the children would be protected from on high from birth. Temperance angel shows up. This is balance, this is moderation, this is patience. Nobody has patience like the mother. The mother energies, the Queen of Wands with all of these pages here. It's almost like someone tried to make you a Queen of Wands, collective, or make out like you were a Queen of Wands, or that this was the only facet you could live in. This is the only face that you were allowed to wear. This is the only regulatory hat when you were to stand up on your soapbox and yell, regulators, right? You're only allowed to wear the Queen of Wands, even though you have all these children. Or this is something coming up in your future. You're only worthy of willy-nilly Knight of Wands actions when you sit in Queen position, court holding court in Queen position. Knights come at you. Perhaps you had children with knights. Perhaps your previous relationships were with knightly endeavors, not a match to your queenly endeavors. Therefore, ultimate betrayals, feelings of apathy and ungratefulness. Perhaps you started to feel apathy towards your own emotional fulfillment due to, it looks like these ultimate betrayals. It looks like due to maybe childhood wounding. It looks like due to perhaps failed relationships in regards to fruitful unions, having children, marriages, you know. If this is something in the future, Holy Spirit wishes for you to understand that anything that happens to you happens for you. Try to look at things from the bigger picture, especially when involving children. When involving children, things multiply 100 billion fold, right? The center of your universe exits your body when you have a child. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Any other messages? Any other messages from this deck? Are we done with this deck now? Thank you. Oh, man, that is some strong energy coming off that deck, you guys. I'm sorry, excuse me, just give me 1 second. Oh, goodness sakes, okay. Okay. Now. Alrighty, thank you. That was beautiful. Queen of Cups, collective. Collective, I believe you are sitting in those Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups energies. 9 of Pentacles, independent. You might be a mother with all of these youthful energies showing up. Or you have a lot of youthful energies surrounding you. You could be some sort of with a spiritual practice. You could have a lot of followers. This is giving perhaps followers. With you in the lead. I do not fear for their souls. You have very positive energy coming off of these cards that represent you, collective. Independently or as a group. Collective is a very positive energy, and I love it. I'm happy to put in my little light to add to it, right? I love the energy we share as a collective. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit. What can I have for this 4 of Cups? What can I have for this 4 of Cups, Holy Spirit? Clarifier for the 4 of Cups, please. The personality one? Okay. We're going to go with the personality trait type phrases. Already shuffled these. Can I get a clarifier for this 4 of Cups, please? Holy Spirit. Can I get a clarifier for 4 of Cups, please? Holy Spirit. Thank you. 16 candles coming into your own. Independence Day every day. 4 of Cups. Clarified by 16 candles. Okay. So this is again about youthful energy. Okay. Collective, this could be... Okay, I see 2 major situations represented here. The first one is... You have children, as represented by all the Page Cups, who are coming into their own independence. Either milestone first independence, such as getting their driver's license, right? Or maybe their second milestone of independence, like moving out, getting their own apartment, or going off to college, getting a job where they are financially independent from you, even though they might still be at home with you or something like that. Some sort of independence from a youthful energy is coming off of this card as well, right? This is a positive energy. The second positive energy coming off of this card is, again, a youthful energy that has gained some sort of independence, but it is not youthful from age. It is youthful in spirit. Like, it might be some secondary life independence experience being gained, like a divorce, a separation from a long-term commitment. Perhaps this is the feeling of independence that you get from the empty nest syndrome after you suffer the grief period from children actually leaving the nest, right? You gain that independence and you're like, okay, what am I going to do with my time now? Or maybe from retirement. Again, you have the independence, you have the time to do what you want, what you will, what makes you happy. You can focus on, more independent studies, thought, independent, fulfillment, which is being fulfilled, right? It's your time to enjoy life at the point of retirement, or, when you find when you gain your secondary thing of independence, right? Such as any of those other situations that I described. Or some sort of a midlife crisis, which still is a positive energy, okay? People kind of downplay the midlife crisis. I kind of feel like a lot of people go through something like an awakening, and they might label it as a midlife crisis because they really awaken to the fact that they have maybe made questionable choices that they do need to question, that they do need to look back on, or they just sort of no longer want to keep the status quo. Or there's something they've been waiting on, like children to move out or something like that for couples who stay together, even after the marriage has failed or something like that, but you're staying together for the sake of the children having like a unified home or whatever. People make decisions, right? Like I said, your universe exits yourself when you have a child. This is how it should be, whether you are the one birthing the child or whether you are the one more in the paternal figure, right? Still, you're a parent. You are supposed to co-parent. This is how the union is supposed to be. Mother, father, child. That is what is natural. That is what makes everybody happy. That is the family unit, okay? Or if you want to go the route of same sex, mother, mother, child, father, father, child, whatever, what have you. You do you, right? But it is a happy union. It is balanced energies that will hold that child in the space that the child needs at every developing stage for the child's betterment, for the child's well-being, for the child's growth psychologically, for the child's emotional development, for the child's every need, right? It needs to be looked at from the perspective of the child's need, not from your need. And that's very hard for some people to get past. And I think that when you have energies that present themselves as, like, okay, well, now I'm just going to disregard everything I was regarding before because I've changed my mind. Sometimes people can look at that and go, okay, well, now you're in the wrong because you put up with it before, but now, or sometimes people will be like, when you yourself are doing something that you feel is setting up boundaries with people or something, and the external energies that you're setting up boundaries with will be like, no, this is wrong, or I'm going to tell you how, my opinion of this is somehow going to make you change your behavior. Like, sometimes people wake up and they realize things. They realize things about themselves. They realize things about those around them. They realize things about their existence. They realize things about beliefs, or they could change their mind. People have the right to change their minds. And people have the right to make mistakes too. But this 16 candles, I'm getting this energy that's all like really positive, very much excitement, a lot of excitement. It's all very positive excitement energy coming off of that. So I do feel like it's something really good, positive forward movement, like, natural progressive milestone steps for children, like getting jobs or getting driver's licenses or moving out, going to school or something like that. So congratulations if that's a milestone that you and your children have reached. Yay! That's awesome. So, but if this is some other celebratory atmosphere you're having collective, such as like, you're celebrating a divorce or something that you've been, waiting to really, complete, like you've been waiting on your papers or whatever to come through, like, I don't know. Anyway, this is the celebration. This is the independence. So either this is energies you're currently in, you're currently experiencing, sharing energies with, like I said, children, whatnot, or this is something Holy Spirit would like for you to know is coming up on the horizon for you. A newfound sense of independence. This again can be in reference to that spiritual journey, right? It's very exciting to wake up to things, even though it can be scary. It's also exciting. You have to get past the fear, right? Thank you so much. I think that was ridiculousness. It was. 80s, 90s kids did stupid in private. If drama was a personality, might end up on the 5 o'clock news films their own criminality. Okay, collective. This could be an energy that Holy Spirit wishes to warn you off of. Okay? If drama was a personality. This person is definitely dramatic. This energy is dramatic. So if you are not into drama, then just, thank you next. Keep it moving. Keep it cute. Keep it moving. You're good to go, right? Thank you so much, Holy Spirit. Any other messages from this? Yes, okay. Personality, trait, type, phrase. Can we get something like an energy signature for the collective is sitting in? Can we get something? Energy signature check-in for the collective. We see what personality, trait, type, phrase. Sorry for party rockin'. Psycho X, deranged, and legal issues. Okay, well, I asked for the energy that the collective is sitting in. Collective energies, right? But this is really telling me that collective, you have people in your energy who are best described by, if drama was a personality, films their own criminality, might end up on the 5 o'clock news, America's Most Wanted, you'll see them on the run, sorry for party rockin', they might have substance abuse issues, always under the influence, I'm not responsible for what I don't remember, came in through the window, parked my car in your front lawn. So they would have a total disregard for your property, your person, for your boundaries. They wouldn't listen to know stuff like that. And then they would use stuff like being under the influence as an excuse. They would justify things to themselves, such as lying about not remembering, having memory lapses about things, due to being under the influence, or the complete lack of respecting you, your person, your property, your boundaries, any of that, right? Again, these would be indicators for energies that you would be able to easily recognize, right? Again, these are not your energies, collective. These are energies that are focusing their attention on you. So you're sharing your energy with them because they're sharing their energy with you. They're focusing it on you, right? These are psycho X's that have legal issues. These are deranged psycho X's who exhibit ridiculousness, dramatic behavior, criminality. They have been or they would be under the influence. Again, this could be past, present, future energies. Okay. Psycho X's won't leave you alone. Again, won't take no for an answer. Won't respect your boundaries, right? Makes everything your fault. Tries to disrupt things for you, can't accept no. So again, just very toxic. It's very toxic behavior. And then due to this very toxic behavior, they would now be having legal issues, or they might have had legal issues in the past. Again, this would help you to be able to identify people in your life that Holy Spirit wishes, for you to be able to identify yourself and others in the read. If this is past energies, you know who this is I'm describing. If this is a message Holy Spirit wishes to ward you off of, these type of energies, they will present themselves as such. Expect to believe them when they show you who they are, right? Do yourself that favor. Keep it cute, keep it moving. You don't need the trouble, right? Or this might indicate a newfound independence from these toxic energies. Again, if you are getting divorced or having gone through a divorce, if your papers have been finalized, something like that. Maybe there was a custody battle. Maybe there was abuse, manipulation, legal issues. Maybe there was substance abuse. Maybe there was criminality involved. Maybe something was on film. Again, these would be descriptors, you know, especially if you guys like went through court or something like that, or if you have something coming up on the horizon, you know that you have something on film. I'm not a Heather, I'm a Veronica. Is this everything? Okay, thank you. Mean Girls, stop trying to make fetch happen. Corn nuts, I'm the cool mom. Collective, I feel like this is your energy. Collective, you are not a Heather, you are a Veronica. I feel like you'll burn the place down before you kowtow, okay? I'm the cool mom. Okay, collective, again, you might be the mom. Oh, here's the music. This is another one of those for the Nutcracker Prince, like I said for the ballet that I did. And obsessed, okay? So collective, I think your psycho deranged exes are obsessed, or this could be one, this could be multiple, okay? I said exes, so maybe there's more than one. Obsessed. Their obsession could have led to legal issues, okay? The music, being haunted, soundtrack, something to dance to, expression of beauty. So collective, maybe you felt previously like the soundtrack to your life or your expression of beauty. Like, this is making me think of that message that I had coming through in the previous video where it was like, I was asking about your expression of art, like your beauty that you express. What is your beauty? Is it only the mask you put on at work? Is that your only performance? Is that your only art? Is that your only beauty? Is that your only expression of self that you put on? Is the mask that you wear for people because you hide? Or do you express yourself fully with your full chest? Do you have actual art that you express? It doesn't have to be painting or drawing or writing, or it doesn't have to be anything. It can be whatever makes you happy. That's your art. It can be lying on the ground with your eyes closed, feeling the sun on your face, the smell of the wind. That can be your art. It is your experience of it. It is also your expression of it, right? So the expression of beauty, collective, I feel like maybe your newfound sense of independence has something to do with that. Your expression of art, your expression of self, your expression of your authenticity, your self-actualization, your self-realization of things that you know, maybe put up with, toxic behaviors that you put up with before that you no longer wish to put up with. Yeah, maybe you were feeling like you needed something different to dance to. You needed some different music on your soundtrack to dance to, collective. You could be a dancer. Maybe you're a dancer. Or maybe you're a musician. Okay, thank you. Again, collective, you could be